What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is just Karantillo here. Today's video is a very special video. I'm in Rustam's bachelor unit again, and in today's video we're actually talking about what are the requirements to rent out an apartment and sign a lease. So it's a very interesting video, very educational. Stay tuned. Rustam, let them know. Smash that like button, and hit the subscribe.
Hi.
Okay. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's roll it out. Alright, Rustam, let's get started with the video. The first requirement to rent out this particular unit, what did they ask you when you came here and you said that I like this bachelor unit? What was the first requirement?
Proof of employment. I just had to show them that I can make money and afford it, so I just showed them my pay stubs.
Exactly.
And that was the first thing, yeah.
Yeah, so guys, so the first and most crucial thing that landlords look before signing a prospective tenant to the unit is proof of funds or proof of employment. What does that mean is they look at either your two most recent pay stubs, wherever you're working. Here in Canada, it's your T4 income, or if you're not currently working, they will ask you for your bank statements. So they will ask you for your 30, 60 or 90-day transcript of your checking account to see if you actually have the money to afford and be able to make those payments on a monthly basis. So requirement number 2 is credit check. Rustam, when you actually came with your roommate to actually rent out this bachelor unit, usually they have rental applications. So in the rental application, was one of the requirements credit check?
No, for some reason we did not have to show our credit score, or they didn't have to check our credit, but that was for this particular case.
But mostly if you either renting out a house from a landlord directly, privately, or you're renting out an apartment unit from a property manager, in the application form there will be a part where the manager or the landlord has the ability to go out there and do a soft credit check on yourself. And what do they get by doing that soft credit check on you is basically they know from the credit check is if basically you pay your bills on time, if you have a lot of debt to your name. So anything above a 600 credit score is really good. Anything below 600, then the landlord or the property manager starts asking questions like, because on the credit report it tells you that maybe you have this debt, you have this credit card debt, you have this card debt. So if you're not making those payments, that will reflect onto your credit score, and then that will show the landlord or show the property manager that you're not paying rent on time. Sorry, that you're not paying those payments, car payments or credit card payments on time. So then it will correlate that if you're not able to pay those payments on time, how can you afford paying rent on time, right? Right. So very important. Have your credit score high if you're planning to rent an apartment or whatever kind of property here in Canada, because they really look into that. Okay, Rustam, so we got proof of funds or employment income out of the way. Now credit check as well. So what is the third requirement that they were asking you to show before renting out or giving you this bachelor unit?
So the third was the history of residence, or like wherever you have lived in the past. So in the application form, I think I had to write down my previous addresses and just let them know where I lived previously.
So the reason why a landlord or a property manager is asking you the previous addresses or the previous places where you have lived is because then in that application form, as you must remember, they'll ask you the previous address that you lived and the number of the landlord or the property manager. So the reason why they're asking you that is because then they'll contact those people and then they'll ask you and then they'll ask them for basically how was this tenant, how was their behavior, were they paying rent on time, did they have noise disturbances against their name. So they want to collect all that information so then they can make sure that if they're renting out for example, if they're renting out to you this bachelor unit, that one, you'll not trash it, you're not making out noises or disturbances to the next door neighbors, right?
I see. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense. So now let's move ahead into requirement number 4. Okay guys, so last and final requirement is personal references. What is personal references? So not a lot of private landlords ask you this, but if you're renting out an apartment or a house from a property management company, most of the property management companies will ask you for personal references. And personal references can be either people that you work with or people that you live with that can give you like an attestment to your character, saying that yes, he's a good person, he's a responsible person. So whenever you're renting out an apartment or a house, especially from property managers, they'll ask you for personal references. So Rustam, was any of that also asked around here when you came to rent out this place?
From my case, no, I don't think they asked for any personal reference because my income was enough for them to be confident that I'll be a good renter.
Yeah. So again, this is mostly property management companies that will ask for personal references. It's again to attest that you are a good person, that you are a responsible person, that you will make those payments on a timely basis, month to month, because as you're paying that rent, the landlord also and the property management company as well, they also have monthly expenses that they need to cover, from the hydro bills to the water bills to the mortgage payments of the property or the building. So that is, all of that is just to make sure that you will be paying on time so they can also cover their expenses, right? So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. This was more of an educational video on how to like what are the requirements to rent out an apartment, and what did Rustam, what did they ask him to rent out this particular bachelor unit in downtown Winnipeg, which is one of the greatest areas that he's living in. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it and it helps me grow this channel. So until next time, see you guys.
So yeah, bye.